All right, please state your name, occupation, and the position you're seeking.
My name is Esteban Rangel. I am running for City Council District 2, and I work for United Independent School District and Transportation Department.
Have you received any formal education?
Yes, ma'am. I have an Associate's of Arts. I have an Associate's in Criminal Justice. I have a Bachelor's in Business Administration and Accounting, and I am currently 4 classes away from my Master's in Management.
How long have you lived in the district?
I have lived there. I am 28 years old. Next month on October 10th is my birthday, and I'm going to be 29, and I've been living there for 29 years. So,
what do you think is the primary need in your district, and how do you plan to address it?
Walking the streets and seeing what my district pretty much has evolved to become pretty much is one of the main things is pretty much the maintenance of it. The streets, the sidewalks, the speed bumps, lights. It has to be updated and pretty much restored and have a little bit better district now.
Now, what do you believe is the most pressing issue for the city, and how do you plan to address that?
There's a lot of, right now I know they're going through the whole, firefighters and, for the rural areas. That's one of the main things going on right now, and I think it's a very important, touchy issue because, there's a lot of people they're not going to have that kind of a service right now, and it's something very important for the city and the county to come together and pretty much have something to do with that. And another thing is pretty much bringing something big to the city so we could have a certain kind of revenue that will benefit not just certain things but pretty much the whole city of Laredo. So.
What would you do to help control crime, particularly domestic violence, gang violence, and drug trafficking?
I'm very big on having enough personnel to have especially for the police department. I do know that there is a lot of vehicles that we have a lot of vehicles for police officers, but we don't have a lot of police officers to be driving those vehicles. So I'm very big on pretty much having enough, people, employees, so we could, have enough coverage for the whole city and for my district. So.
Your opponents may try to point out weaknesses in your campaign over the next month. What do you think they'll say is your biggest weakness, and how will you respond?
I've been told that because I have been told one of my main things is that I'm young. I have no experience. And I've told people, what do you actually consider experience? I know my opponent, one of his main things was, I have 29 years of experience, and he's only 28 years old. And I personally do think that, it all depends on what you call experience. I have 7 years of college education. I have been working for United for 9 years, so should I add that up and, put it under my experience as well? Because to be honest with you, nobody that's running, none of us 4 that are running have the experience to be a city councilman. So in reality, none of us have the experience. We're all walking onto something new, so pretty much.
And why should voters choose you over the other candidates?
I think it's because I'm young and I have new ideas to bring to the table, and I could pretty much have because I've been doing it a one-to-one basis with the community and all that stuff. So I personally do think it's pretty much that I'm young and I have new ideas and come with a fresh mind to see what we could do and build for our district and the city.